The old man with the droopy right eye sat slumped on the witness chair pretending to be a nobody. At 5 feet 10 inches and nearing 80 years of age, he sure didn't look like anyone important, not with his ruffled suit and tired features. So it was hard to believe, for anyone looking at him in the courtroom at the Federal District Courthouse in Manhattan in October 1981, that he could be a threat to anyone, much less be the man responsible for the murder of Jimmy Hoffa. But federal prosecutors had circled around the old man following one of the most intense and thorough investigations in the history of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. More than 200 FBI agents were assigned to the Hoffa case within hours after the former head of the Teamsters Union had vanished into thin air on July 30, 1975. Over the next 3 years, agents conducted hundreds of interviews and reviewed countless documents, and prosecutors convened several grand juries. In addition, there were 2 congressional hearings and a separate Senate committee investigation. But all were frustrated and doomed to failure by the lack of evidence and the inability to get any one of the alleged conspirators to talk, chief among them the elderly man now sitting on the witness stand, who preferred to discuss the joys of dipping fresh, crisp loaves of Italian bread into a well-made tomato sauce. So, instead, the government agents took a different tack and harassed their suspects, a small group of men long affiliated with organized crime, charging them with anything they could in the hope of pressuring them to tell the truth, but otherwise feeling content that getting them off the street and inside a prison cell was an acceptable alternative. Rosario Russell Bufalino was no exception. Jack Napoli ran to the FBI seeking their protection in 1976, after Bufalino threatened to personally strangle him with his bare hands. Napoli unwisely used Bufalino's name to buy $25,000 worth of diamonds, and then bounced the check on the merchant, who subsequently sent word to Bufalino. Napoli was summoned to the Vesuvio restaurant in Midtown Manhattan to explain himself. But it was Bufalino who did most of the talking, and everything he said, including the promise of what he would do to the 6'6", 240-pound Napoli if he didn't return the diamonds, was captured on a recording device Napoli wore, courtesy of the FBI. "I'm going to kill you, cocksucker," Bufalino roared, "and I'm going to do it myself, and I'm going to jail just for you." Bufalino's threat was somewhat prophetic. He was indicted on federal extortion charges, found guilty, and served 4 years in prison, where he stewed over Napoli and remained so transfixed with the informant that he enlisted a cellmate to kill him. But the FBI found out about that plan too and charged Bufalino again, this time with attempted murder as he exited the prison.